Are there certain things that ADHD people should avoid or are increasing ADHD? For example, people say TikTok shorts are bad and decreasing the attention span. Is there some connection with that, like with ADHD?
Definitely electronics and social media give us dopamine. And what do we know? We know that ADHD brain have lower dopamine. That's why we crave this. But if it left uncontrollable, it can lead to addiction of binge watching for 3 hours. That's definitely not good. It will make us feel bad about ourselves after. But if we put limits on the apps or have the app as an incentive, if I work on this task, for example, then I'll watch for 30 minutes and that will be all. That's stepping into our adult self and also get some dopamine, but not overdo it. So that definitely helps. The same applies for excessive buying. Whatever is impulsive, whatever gives you this dopamine, is about, putting systems in place, making buying things more difficult, especially we are keen on buying things that we will regret later. And for all of this, help to be mindful. The more mindful we are, and the more reflective we are, and the more we use our executive function skills like planning what to buy, do I have the budget for that, and do this in advance, will help with managing ADHD and also leveraging it, because it's not just a disorder, as they call it. I don't call it a disorder, I call it a condition, because it's an asset for me. Some people see it as a liability. That's fine, because that's their experience, and I understand that it can come with other conditions such as depression, anxiety, that can be difficult to end.
Do you think ADHD people struggle more with falling asleep because they have so many thoughts in there?
It's well documented. Yes, they might struggle a bit more. Some of them, from my experience, take melatonin or other sleeping tablets. Some of them do it by working on their anxiety level, working on their emotional dysregulation, and because what keeps them up at night is their brain thinking. So the more they will organize their time, the better they plan, prioritize, the better they finish activities, and the better they manage their self-talk as well. But also emotions, holistically, they will have better quality sleep. Of course, if there is a psychiatric reason why they cannot fall asleep, that's a different reason that can be addressed medically.
So also diary, like writing down your thoughts, writing down what you have done so that you feel, okay, I've done enough for today. I can be satisfied. And second of all, I've written all my thoughts on paper, so I don't need to think about it, not to remember it. Does it help?
Yes, definitely. It helps for some people to do automatic writing. That means to write without lifting the pen for 5 minutes consciously or without thinking about it. To put things on paper and then work on it. Some people don't like to do that. They can work with different methods, by speaking with someone or by working on some beliefs they have. But if writing is not your thing, there are other things that you can do for sure. It's just about working on priorities, finishing important things, feeling good about it. If you don't like writing, you can think about it, or you can speak to someone about it, or you can talk to the mirror about it, depending on what you like. But for some people that like writing, just writing 3 things that you accomplished throughout the day that you feel proud of could help, or think about it before you go to bed, instead of blaming yourself about not completing a book in a day. Because sometimes we see that as well, having unrealistic expectations.
So about work, because ADHD people need more dopamine, so they get bored much easier. What do you advise in those situations?
Again, self-awareness, understanding what activities, projects I am passionate about, and being assertive enough to ask for them at work. Or if I'm a business owner, to delegate things correctly to team members, what I enjoy doing and what I don't enjoy, who enjoys that. So it's again about planning, prioritization, delegation, and building on the person's strengths as well.